So I just got home from work and my GTX 1050 Ti low profile has arrived, which is going to be going in my new system, which is an HTPC style. It's in a Silverstone Milo ML03 case, I think, which has a low profile PCI slots, but the 1050 Ti is currently the most powerful card I can get in low profile form factor. So I'm going to rip into it. I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed. I've never done this before. So here we go. It's a lot harder than I thought. So the 1050 Ti should still be a very good choice for, usually I'm used to playing on 4K monitor, but if I scale it down to 1080p, this card should still perform on medium to high settings on all 1080p games and should be able to get 60 FPS. It's a very lightweight box, very tiny. Here we go. I know MSI does models as well, but you don't really get MSI cards in New Zealand. It's all like Asus, Gigabyte, and EVGA. 1050 Ti is the 4GB model. So to put it in comparison, over here in New Zealand, this 1050 Ti was $280, and the regular 1050 was $230. But the difference being, apart from it's a little bit more powerful, is the regular 1050 only had 2 gigs of VRAM, whereas this has 4. And I thought I sort of needed that. Here we are, so it's got a low profile design. If this thing focuses, here we go, low profile design, which is what I need. I'm going to be putting the low profile bracket on. Not a lot of people still use low profile cards these days, but I think they're so cool. A lot of cases, like HTPC style cases, just have like full length graphics cards and they just turn them on their side. But I think people should still be making low profiles. 128-bit memory bandwidth, 4GB GDDR5, 640, I don't know, it's like 3 billion transistors. I don't know, it's still quite good. And it's like the best one I could get for this case, so kind of stuck with it. Open up the box, we see the card itself, which is very tiny. My knife for comparison, very small. And what else do we get in the box? That magic low profile PCI bracket that we're going to be using. Quick start guide, CD, download the latest drivers off the website, blah blah blah. That's all that comes in the box, is just a card, low profile bracket, CD and documentation. That's it. Nothing special. And here is the card. It's very small, yet it looks very aggressive. It's got a DVI, DisplayPort, and 2 HDMIs. This card has no external PCI power, so it's a 65 watt card, draws it all from the motherboard through the PCI. It's got quite a chunky little heatsink there with a little fan on it. View of the side. As you can see, the fan's just plugged into the board. Have a little look at the back of all of the tiny electronics on this tiny little card. I'm used to having a 1070, so it's a little bit of a downgrade, but it'll play the games that I want to play. It's so tiny. I'll just fetch my water-cooled 1070 for comparison, which is right over here. It's like a big pile of my old stuff that I'm trying to get rid of. So here's a full-size 1070 for comparison. See how big it is. I mean, tiny, you know, compared to the 1070. To have a look at the different circuitry on the back of them. It's still a Pascal architecture, but obviously it's not as good as the 1070. But if you look at all of the complicated stuff on the 1070 here, you can easily see where the memory goes, voltage regulation over here, and then if we look on the 1050, it's so tiny, it's so different. Sweet as. So now this is going to be getting its low profile PCI bracket, and it's going to be going into there. Stay tuned.